morning, I gotta get up and serve. Sunday morning, hey, mother of the church, covering up those legs when your shirt is too short. I gotta get served. Y'all remember when your mamas used to cover your legs? Hey, they used to help me, not condemn me. I gotta get up and serve. Sunday morning, I gotta get up and go serve. Sunday morning, see those children in Sunday school. Welcome everybody to Life and Love After Divorce and Grief. Now, as you all know, I am Sherri.
And I am Charles.
And we are recently married, and we have been sharing our love journey this past year. We did some song messages from God, and we call it a song healing journey, where it just deals with the grief and some of the loss that happened in our lives prior to meeting each other, and the journey of meeting each other and falling in love. So how did you like that song Sunday morning?
I loved it. Did you wear the ruffled socks and the patent shoes?
I did wear the ruffled socks and the patent leather shoes. And you know what, y'all? Them shoes so loud when you be walking.
I know it.
They make you, after Easter, we always wore our Easter outfit to school that Monday. Why them shoes be so loud?
We didn't we? I had a leisure suit on it.
Well, at the end of the day, some of y'all had them little suspenders, bless your little hearts. You couldn't even keep your pants up.
I know it.
And now they sag. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to give some people some little things to hold their pants
people
up.
People don't dress appropriate sometimes in church today. Like they made us dress back then.
Back then, we had to really dress. I like that song Sunday morning. You guys, you can hear those songs on YouTube. All you have to do is go to Soul's Right House and go to the playlist, and you'll see the song Journey. Another thing I used to like in that, as I was talking about that song, and as I sing it, you remember communion was always first Sunday. And it's like everybody had on white.
Yeah.
We was pure that day.
We was pure.
I don't care what you did the night before. You come in church Sunday morning on that first Sunday, we gonna cast all the demons out of you.
Too.
And we was in church more.
Oh yeah.
Seems like it. But nowadays, churches really don't have communion.
They don't.
You know, some churches, like I said, it was first Sunday. And
it says, do this in remembrance of me.
Now, one thing we did learn from the church that we attend is that you should communion every day.
You should.
Even
at home with your spouse, your wife.
Yeah. You should communion. You should get you your own grape juice and your own crackers. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And you ought to commune and bind some things in your own home. Because one of the things I do love about marriage, sweetheart, and you know, we tell people all the time to bring the word into your situation. Bring the word into your conversation.
That's right.
Because in doing so, you're going to be guided.
That's right.
Because you put the word first instead of your flesh first.
Exactly.
Or your feelings first.
Exactly.
So that's one of the things, and like I said, that song Sunday morning just brings back a lot of memories and how we used to have all kind of revivals and all kind of quartets used to come.
Yes.
Y'all remember the Mighty Clouds of Joy and the Gospel Keynotes?
Blind Boys of Alabama.
You better know it. I mean, and then I remember Shirley Caesar. She's still kicking it. Hey, Shirley. She's still kicking it. I'm like, and she looked good.
She looks good. Yeah.
I mean, she looks amazing. Does. So, you know, you got to put God first. Now, on the funny side, you know, thinking about these ruffled socks and stuff. And I think I stopped wearing ruffled socks by the time I got in middle school because it was like a little inappropriate.
You was a cheerleader in middle school. And
I was a cheerleader. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I remember Miss Quinn. Oh, hey, Miss Quinn. Hey. Down there at Vine Middle School here in Knoxville, Tennessee. And I was one of the first ones to be a cheerleader in the 6th grade. Because you couldn't cheer in the 6th grade.
Oh, so you was that good, huh?
I had a loud mouth.
Oh.
And I could do splits and stuff.
Loud mouth.
Oh, yeah. I had a loud mouth.
This cheer y'all did. Y'all remember the rapper Houdini?
Yeah,
Friends?
Houdini. How many of us have them? Friends.
They had a cheer. Baby, tell me how this cheer went.
Before we go any further, let's be friends. Y'all remember the group was named Houdini. Well, we would, you know, when you cheer, we always take words and chop them up. So we would be, your captain would say, who? Houdini.
So y'all was in the gym. Was everybody joining in?
Everybody joined in.
Who?
Houdini. Yes. Houdini. And then guess what else? Y'all remember Curtis Blow?
Yes.
We're playing
Oh, yes,
basket.
I was.
Yeah, we had to do cheers to all of that. But when I go back and I think back on that, like, we really broke who? Houdini. Is anybody name out there Houdini? Did we cause that pain in your life? It might have been the 6th and 7th and 8th graders at Vine Middle School that put that word out there. Who? Houdini. Okay. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, as a kid. So when you was a kid, like I say middle school, like did you play sports or?
I played sports, but I mostly was a nerd. I caught ants and had people in the neighborhood catching ants with me. And the parents wouldn't want us to come in their house because they thought we was going to let ants go inside the house. And we caught snakes and
Yeah. How did your mom feel about that?
Oh, my mom, she tried her best to support me in that, but one time I caught a whole box of snakes and left them on the back porch. And she was going to hang clothes up, had all those clothes in her arm, and looked down and saw those snakes and threw all the clothes out, and all I heard was, Donnie! Yeah, I was a little nerd.
He was a little nerd.
I was a little nerd.
But in being a nerd, you know, you love to read.
I do.
So you was a reader.
I was a reader. I like to build stuff, create stuff, design stuff, all that.
All that. Which has molded you to be the person you are
I am today.
Wow, that is so amazing. It's like in reference to our childhood as we share life and share some things we've been through as a kid, and it's just amazing because I was like a tomboy at first. You know, I was all flat chested and you know, I had a little rump, but I didn't know I had a rump because wasn't nobody really looking at the rump because I had a daddy that would shoot you if you looked at the rump.
That's right.
But like old Yeller. But at the end of the day, it's like as you remember your childhood memories, you know, you go back in time and you think about your grandparents and the lessons and life lessons they taught you, which a lot of kids don't get today.
That's exactly right.
A lot of grandparents were young now. You know, they're in 40s and 50s and grandmamas. I even know
30.
some people in their 30s that are grandparents. And so, you know, they haven't really lived yet.
No, they haven't.
And they try to be your friend.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to be your friend.
It's hard. It's hard.
Now,
hey, now look. As we discussed it in earlier shows, you're Native American.
Yes, I have. You know, when you go back to several bloodlines of your family, you know, I look at the 4 generations of women in my family, and my great grandmother was white, and her family owned a lot of land. They had horses and pigs and you know all kind of animals, and they had Indians on the land that helped take care of them. And my great grandmother, she ran away with a Blackfoot Indian.
Blackfoot.
And they ended up having 21 kids together.
Wow.
Some of them died in birth, you know. Right. But she raised 16 children, which is my grandmama, my mother's mother, Malady Garrett. And so by having a white grandmother, Indian great-grandfather, I found out that our great-grandfather was, he died in the Trail of Tears.
In the Trail of Tears, which is one of the things we're going to talk about. That was really a horrific time in America.
Well, as we saw in a video clip that we watched, it was like it was a way for them to do ethnic cleansing.
Yes.
To get rid of the people.
Under Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson.
Law.
Yeah, Andrew Jackson. Now that's one reason why our name
Jackson
ain't got nothing to do with it.
Not this Jackson.
But Andrew Jackson, you know, he signed a bill to displace them and take their land.
Just try to picture or fathom in your head walking from Florida to Oklahoma.
That's how far they had to walk.
Yes.
850 miles.
And that year was one of the hardest winters there was. That hit America.
In that time. And one of the things, it was in 1830s. And, you know, we look at our life and we look back, you know, and people say, well, what's the Trail of Tears? Well, first of all, we're going to invite you to go watch it. Go to YouTube and type in the Trail of Tears because
We Will Remain is the subtitle.
Yes, We Will Remain.
Yes.
And the native Indians, the Cherokees, were forced out of their land. Yes. From what we were told, they had 2 years to pack up and leave.
On their own.
Take that. You're gonna be on your own. Get off this land. And they refused to leave because they owned the land. They didn't want to leave their land.
Right, and they couldn't understand and fathom how could somebody signing a piece of paper just take their land.
And just take their land.
Right.
No communication, no deals, no contracts, no nothing.
Exactly.
So you can imagine. So from my life with my great grandfather had died in the Trail of Tears, it gives me a reason why I know why I have so much endurance in me and such a survival skill, but also a way to, you know, I sacrificed for my kids. It was a lot of things I had dreams and aspirations to do, but once I became a mom,
and I didn't do it the right way. I mean, you have your kids and you have them out of wedlock and you love your babies.
That's right.
But we didn't do it the right way.
Right.
And so, you know, in having a kid, I had to put my dreams down. Now, sometimes you can have kids, and if you have good family support,
That's right.
you can still accomplish some of those dreams and goals and aspirations, but the key is family support.
Exactly.
You know, being able to help you with your child, help you with your schooling, and help you with your gift. But one of the things I wanted to read to y'all about is they was forced to leave their land, and which is really, really sad to me. It based on this here, approximately 100,000 indigenous people were forced from their homes during that period, which is sometimes known as the removal era.
That's right.
Over 15,000 died during the journey west. The term Trail of Tears invokes the collective suffering those people experienced, although it is mostly common used in reference to the removal experiences of the Southeast Indians generally and the Cherokee Nation specifically. The physical trail consisted of several overland routes and one main water route, and by passage of the Omnibus Public Land Management Act in 2009, which stretched 5,045 miles across portions of 9 states, which is Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Illinois, Kentucky, Missouri, North Carolina, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. So you got to think about the British Proclamation of 1763 designated the region between the Appalachian Mountains and the Mississippi River. So that was really Indian territory.
Yes.
And they just came in and took it. So we're going to advise everybody, if you don't know,
watch this video. Really.
Watch videos of it. Go on Google and search the Trail of Tears. In knowing my native history and our family, we were the Goins and the Garretts, and going back on Ancestry, there's a free trial where you can get a free trial for like 14 days.
So much with that,
and I found out so much
with that.
About that side of my family and my mother's family. And it's amazing how even in the split of Indians, a lot of Indians on their driver's license say black.
Yes, that's because you remember when I told you, I looked at you and I said, she's not all black.
Correct. So now I only mark that because I'm multiple races.
That's right.
And so I don't identify with just blacks. I don't just identify with whites. I don't just identify with Indians or Mexicans, whatever. But I know as a person that has a diverse background.
That's right.
I'm not one nothing. I'm just a human being.
That's it.
That loves
That's
people.
That's it.
And people get caught up in titles and who they are. Yeah. But I don't mark that I'm one Pacific race anymore because I'm not. I'm multiracial. And it has a lot to do with who I am as a person. But why I get along with so many people. I get along with whites and blacks and, Indians. But my love is Indian. And I do love turquoise.
Yes, you do.
So that is our Soul News segment where we just wanted to give you some information.
Yeah, we love giving you information.
Because on life and love after divorce and grief, a lot of time in your grieving or in your time by yourself after divorce, you need a restoration of who you are.
That's right.
So sometimes digging back to find out your childhood stuff and who you was as a child and know where you came from, because then you know how to give back.
That's it.
Now also, are you guys keeping up with date night on Fridays?
I know we do.
We do.
We do, baby.
Now,
we do.
We like Friday night pizza night.
That's right.
So we like to drive and find out of different places that serve good pizza.
Yes.
And if you're in the Knoxville area and you got a good pizza, you need to hit us up at the Soul's White House. Because we're going to come and start displaying your
Our very first date was a pizza day.
Yes,
Hard Knocks Pizza.
What's up, Hard Knocks?
What's up, Hard Knocks?
And they remember us when we come in.
Yes.
We might not come for a month or two because we're trying other things.
But
when we show up, they're like, man, we was just talking about y'all. It's like we show up right when they just was talking about us. So I find that very amusing. And also, what was the other pizza place on Cherry Street? It was called
Baker Boys.
Baker Boys.
Oh. You can get a 24-inch pizza. Oh, it's so good.
It is so good. And what's our favorite ingredients on that pizza?
Spinach,